Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Clarity Social TV. My name is Paul Church, and this afternoon we're joined by the lovely Jazz. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So we had
Good
a fun
afternoon.
morning this morning,
I
didn't
know.
we? Yeah,
Had a play, didn't we?
We did. And I'm going to let Jazz have a go this afternoon. I was meant to do it this morning, but we got sidetracked, didn't we?
You got carried away,
So thank you for joining us. I'm going to quickly change the subject. The lovely Gracie, all the way over in New York, is in the room with you. And she's there to help if you've got any questions. We had lots of questions this morning. Gracie said the sound is great. Thank you very much, Grace. We had lots of questions which I answered. So I can't remember what they are now, but you can always go back and watch the 10 o'clock show to see what it was towards the end, wasn't it? I think we had quite a few questions.
Yes, we did.
I've been having a play in between the shows as well. I just swallowed my chewing gum.
Oh no! 7
Excuse
years.
me.
Is that what they say?
I don't
It's
know.
going to be in you
Maybe
for 7 years now.
Anyway, it's going to be one of those afternoons.
Yes.
It's very muggy here.
Very
it's
warm.
very warm. We brought in an extra fan. We may have to do the emergency thing and open the door to let some flow through. But yeah, so we had a play in between. There was a question about die cutting with the hot foiling, and I'm going to show you what the way I found that you can get the best out of it by using the hot foiling system as well. So I thought what we'll do, we'll just bring out some details on the screen. I can see we've got some friends coming in. So welcome, thank you again for joining us. There is a show page on our website. So if you go to claritycrafts.com, there's a little turquoise button, the same colour button, the same as what is behind Jazz, that says Clarity TV. If you click there, everything that we're going to, well, there's everything and more is in that page for today's TV shows. And what I've done is I've put everything in there that will work with the hot foiling system. If we print it in-house by the lovely Lisa, then it should work with the hot foiling system.
Yeah.
And so there's so much. You really forget how much we do in-house, don't you?
You do.
So if you go to that page, everything in there, you can definitely hot foil. Okay. So if I bring up some details on the screen, I'll let Jazz do that. So if you press the little design button, Jazz, to the right, and there we go there. And then if you choose, let's say the first one, there we go. So we've got two bundles for you. We've got a purple bundle and we have a red bundle. You've got the item number at the top, which is 31814. And this is for the purple laminator and hot foil kit bundle. Normally £79, 74 and 96, same price. If you want the red, item number 31816, 74.96. You've got a £5 saving. Bringing it down to 69.96, and if you belong to any of our clubs, you get your additional 10 or 12.5 or 15%. So we worked it out. I think it was a Diamond Club member. It was about £59, wasn't it?
It was. Let me double check. £59.47.
Yeah. So basically, the laminator is £29.99. So you pay for that, and it means each of those kits is £10 each. So you're saving £5 on each of them.
Bargain.
So really, really good value for that. So as I say, you can go to the website and do that. Or alternatively, if you're watching during the hours of 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Monday to Friday, then you can give the office a call on the number below, which is 01732 868 215, where the lovely Sue, Jazz, or Pete will take your order, answer any questions you may have. Sue's got a day off today. Jazz is obviously in here and she can't multitask and answer the phone. So it's just poor Pete on the phones at the moment. So if you are ringing up during the show, then just bear with him. He will get to your call as soon as he can. Alternatively, you could always call after the show. Entirely up to you. So hot foiling system, we launched this at our June open days.
Yes.
And it proved to be very, very popular, didn't it?
It did. It did.
So the idea behind it was we received a piece of artwork from Andy Duggan using our BOW-WOB papers.
Yeah.
And he'd foiled the background. And Bob said, I wonder how do you do that? Because we're aware of hot foiling. Hot foiling's been around for years and years and years. It's not a new thing. But then, so we did some digging around and some playing, and we found that, for example, the stuff that we print, because it's using a toner ink,
Yeah.
you can use a hot foil and a laminator to transfer.
Perfect.
Okay, so then that was it. That ball started rolling. We was all in here, wasn't there? There was Barb, you, me, Lisa, Jilly, Jim, all trying. Lisa was up and down the fourth stair. Oh, let's try this. Let's try. And we looked at various different types of hot foiling, and we went to, it's a UK manufacturer, and they are high-end foilers. They do sort of like foiling on belts and jewelry, on clothing, also on furniture as well. So you know it's a really good grade of hot foiling. So we've got the complete collection which is on the screen. So this is the red option, if you're interested in that. Everything is available individually as well. So if you want a laminator on its own, they're $29.99. Now the purple, we only have a handful of the purple left.
Oh yes, we do.
So that's why we've gone for the red as well. Because when we bought the stock, or I say Dave sourced the laminators, he bought all the stock of the purple.
Right.
And it proved so popular at the open days and since we've done TV show. And then I knew I was going to put it on TV, and there wasn't enough to go on TV with.
Oh, I see.
So he contacted the supplier and they said, well, we haven't got any purple, but we've got red. So Dave said, right, I'll have that then. I'll have all that. So we've got a warehouse full, not a warehouse, but an area in the warehouse full of red laminators. So once the purple's gone, I mean, you may want a red one for downstairs and a purple one for upstairs.
You never know.
One for the caravan, one for home. It's entirely up to you. If you've already got a hot laminator at home, then that will work just as well, because it's the foil and the heat transfer that does the job. Okay. Now I keep all of mine in my slow down boxes, and I know you're probably fed up of this now. So I've color coded them. Okay. So I've got my rose gold collection, my gold, my silver, and this is the latest release. This is the design set for hot foil. This is the Jayne Nestorenko Florals set 1. So Jazz will change the details on the screen for that. I think it's that one, down, that one. There we go. So this literally launched on Wednesday up at Hobby Maker. And with the foil kits themselves, the hot foil kits, you get the foil in each of them. So this one, you've got rose gold, gold, and silver. With the design kits that's currently on the screen, there is no foil included, because what we decided to do was we're going to bring out a release every month. And what makes it different is that, I say, there's no foil included, but you get more BOW-WOB papers.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to zoom in now on this one and just explain what you get in the design pack. So you've got 12 of your A5 laser printed design sheets. So there's 6 different sheets, 2 of each. This time you're going to get 16 BOW-WOBs. So you've got 8 different designs and you're going to get 2 of each. You've got 10 A4 color laser printed sheets. So I mean, look at the colors here, beautiful.
Aren't they?
And then you get your 8 waxed paper carrier sheets. Now, all of the packs come with instructions in all of them. So maybe you've just gone for this because you've got some foil at home.
Yeah.
Obviously, all foils are different. Our foil has got like a grain to it. Okay. So when you're running it through the machine, we suggest that you run it through with the manufactured cut edge through the machine first. Okay, so you can see here, we showed that during the 10 o'clock show. Okay, so that's what you get in the design set, which we currently have on your screen. And as you can see, I've got everything in there. And I've cut my A4 paper down to A5 so it sits. And then I've foiled, I don't know if you can see that. There we go, you can see it. So I foiled one of Jayne's Agapanthus, so I know that is in that collection.
Lovely.
Okay. Now, in between shows, I had a bit of a play. So this was a little card. We foiled the background papers. And look, I've just taken a sliver to create the ribbon effect. I used our Pergacolor pens to watercolor.
Oh.
So I took a water brush, scribbled out the Pergacolor pens on a mat and picked up to give me that. And it hasn't affected the foiling at all.
No.
Okay. I used one of our, I think it was a pinky grey sticker, and I've just edged all of it with a Perga colour pen.
That's lovely. And that blue and silver so beautiful
It is.
together.
It's really nice, isn't it? And then I was having a look at all the other bits and pieces that we'd previously cut out. So this was one that I've done with the rose gold.
Wow.
With one of the BOW-WOB papers that come in the hot foiling kits.
Look all that detail.
I know, it's mad,
you
isn't
don't
it?
lose it, do you?
So everything that is nice and shiny was originally black before we ran it through the machine with some foil. Okay, and then this, I just love this. This is the waste transferred onto one of the colour sheets. So you've got 2 for 1 on that. Okay, focus. There we go. Stop wiggling it around, Paul. So it just shows that you can. There's so much you can do with it, and to have that 2 for 1 on it, like where you're literally not wasting any of that foil.
Yeah, yeah.
If I look at one of the foil kits, I'll just pick up the silver one just to explain what you get in the foil kits. Okay, so we'll just squish that down. If you're interested in the slow down with clarity boxes, the item number for that is, let's just go over there, 31382. It's written on the box.
It's written on the box.
There isn't one for that. Oh no, you're gonna, yeah, hang on. Okay, so silver. So Jazz is gonna, that's the refill foil.
Sorry everyone.
There we go.
There we go.
There we go.
There it is.
Item number 31. It's been a while since Jazz has been in charge of the mouse. So the kits are available on their own. So this is the silver one. So you've got your silver foil. It's 20 centimeters wide and it's 2 meters long. You then get your A5 laser printed design sheets, 6 different sheets, 2 of each. And here you're only getting 8, you're getting 8 BOW-WOBs. You get 4 designs, 2 of each. Then you have 10 of your A4 color laser printed sheets, and you also get 8 of your wax paper carrier sheets. Now, if I turn it over, you can see this is what we mean by design sheets. So these are A5, and there's varying number of designs on each of them. Okay. Then you've got the BOW-WOBs. So these, because we print them. Now, in relation to the BOW-WOB papers, the only ones that will not work on the hot foiling system is the original set 1 and set 2.
Yes.
The reason being is that when we first looked at doing BOW-WOB papers, they were sent off to be mass produced at printers locally.
Yeah.
And then obviously when we then realized that we could print them ourselves, when Lisa moved back into the building with her super duper printer, then we decided going forward that we would print them ourselves. And then because we can then control the stock levels, it's not such a heavy investment, etc., etc. So BOW-WOBs 1 and 2 will not work with the hot foiling system.
No.
But all of the others, which are in that show page, will. Okay. So what Jazz did was that she took some of the designs from the original 1 and 2 and included them in some of the hot foiling kits. And then here you can see you've got your 5 A4 color flooded sheets as well, and you get 2 of each of those. Now, the other thing that we launched on Wednesday, which has proven so popular, and it was sort of like Jazz did puts the kits together. So we decided on the Jayne Nestorenko, didn't we? We was going to go for the florals, and then Jazz said, well, we need some BOW-WOB papers. And you got carried away, didn't you?
Just a little bit, yeah.
So, because you've got to do the positive and the negative. So I was going around showing what we was putting in the kit and showed it to Jilly, Debbie McMullen, to Lisa. And there was a couple of designs in there that went, oh, we want more of them.
Yeah.
I said, well, the only way you can get more of them is to buy the kit. And no, we need to do a set of BOW-WOB papers.
A set, yeah.
Yeah. So here we go. So you've now got, let me zoom out on that. This is Jayne's Florals and BOW-WOB papers. And you've got 12 different patterns, like all of our other ones, 4 sheets of each. So you're then getting 48 sheets in total. And these, I mean, we haven't even tried these on the gel press technique that we tend to do with the BOW-WOBs, but I can't see why they wouldn't work at all, can you? So you've got your butterflies, white and black. Then you've got the agapanthus,
Your favourite, Paul?
my favourite. Then we've got the roses. So these are lovely. I love them. See, I don't know. It reminds me of, sounds really like a wallpaper.
Oh, yeah.
I could see that on a wallpaper, not a whole wall, or maybe a feature wall.
A feature wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Then we've got the ladybirds or the ladybugs. And you said this was Barb's idea to put the lines behind it.
That's it, that kind of contrast between the lines and the spots.
Yeah.
Really funky.
Really. So they got those there. And then we've got the dahlia heads and some foliage. And all of these, you can do all of these through your hot foiling system. But the quality of the paper, it's still 80 GSM, which all our collage papers are. But you can take your ink with your brushes, change the colour of it.
Yeah.
You can colour all the individual flowers in if you wanted to. Then I think this is one of my favourite ones in relation to the insects is the lovely bees. But look how good they look. And obviously you can foil those as well. And they look absolutely amazing. So that's a brand new collection that we launched on Wednesday. And I say it proves very, very popular up on Hobby Maker and also here back at Clarity Towers. And we thought, so we've done them on TV, so now we'd come on and we'd share a couple of bits and pieces. Because as I said this morning, I was walking around the building saying, finding what else do we print? What else can I foil? And what's proven really popular is the 'Twas the Night colouring book.
Yeah.
I did a couple of samples, didn't I, on those. Now this is great. So you may you'll definitely recognise the designs. So this is a colouring book, all illustrated by Barbara herself. But look at these images. And so the idea behind these was that you could colour them in. You could then cut them up if you wanted to. You could put them in frames. And I thought, well, we print it, so let's see what happens. So I had to cut the book up because obviously this is too thick to run through the laminator. And then I chose this one, and then let me just get it there. Look at that. Look. It's just absolute. I was blown away by it.
I know. And like I said in the first hour, it's so Christmassy, isn't it? That really to have that shimmer
and it's not sort of like a brassy, bright gold. It's a very sort of, I'd say, an elegant gold.
Yes, I agree.
But look at that. I mean, it really is. So when you run it through and you foil it, you then get the waste. I thought, right, let's see what we can do with the waste. So this is the bit that you would normally throw away. I mean, you would use this bit, but there's other foiling techniques that you could do outside of the hot foiling. You can use, because you can still use the foil with like your high tack tape, with your quickie glue pen for spot highlights and stuff.
Yeah.
But for me, look at that. I mean,
I know
the shine is absolutely
gorgeous.
And so the waste was then run through the machine on the solid color, because that's how you then get it to stick to there to transfer down, which we looked at earlier.
Lovely.
So if you're interested in those, Jazz will bring those in for you there.
Here we go. So the item number for that one is 31736, and that is $5.99.
So if you wanted to do all of that foiled, because they're printed back to back, you would need to buy 2 books.
Yeah.
And there was a number of customers in between the hours that ordered 4 books.
Oh, really?
So that would be interesting to see there. And then in the back of the book, you do have, where have I just put it? In the back of the book, you do have the rhyme. Okay. And somebody emailed in and said, will that foil? Will that foil?
Oh,
look at that.
Yes, it will.
Because I wasn't sure. Oh, the voice went up. I wasn't sure because it is so fine. But look.
Wow.
I'm just trying to get it so it's.
That just proves the detail it picks up, doesn't it?
But you can see there how it's all. Let's try this camera.
There you go. Look, every letter.
We've got the big floodlights in front, haven't we? So it has absolute. I mean, look at those little meese. Meeses and mouses and mouses. So yes. So in answer to that question we had earlier, it really, really does Okay. So if you're tuning in for the first time, I'll just do a very simple how it works through the system. And then I'm going to tell you how you can use it with your die cutting.
Ah, exciting.
Okay. So what I've done, you get your carrier sheets, and if I zoom out here, and what I did earlier was I used one of our tape runners just to join to create like a hinge, like so. Okay. And what that means is that when we run it through our machine, I better switch my machine on as it warms up, and that when you're running it through, then you've got it's closed, so it's easier if it's sealed rather than two flappy bits trying to go through. Okay, so that helps with that. Now, what should we go for? Oh, should we go gold?
Yes, my favourite. Let's go
Jazz's
gold.
favourite. We went silver this morning. Okay, so let's have a look. So what we'll do, see, these boxes are great because any bits that you don't use, you can also pop into your box as well. And you can do the whole A5 sheet, or you can do parts of it. You can chop it down and use. So I'm going to get Jazz to pick a design, any design.
This one.
That one. Oh. Okay, so what have you chosen for us, Jazz?
We've got here, let's pop it on.
That camera.
Here we go. So we've got the Doodleology.
Yeah.
Here. Trying to remember.
That's the Make-A-Wish.
Make-A-Wish.
From Mel.
From Mel, that's it. That's what I was trying to think of. And then these lovely hearts.
The garden heart.
Look at the detail in there. I'm excited to see that one.
Nice, isn't it? So what we'll do is we'll cut it, we'll foil it all in one piece. So we'll go for the gold that's in my kit. And all we're going to do. Now, be aware, if your hands are warm or oily and you press into that foil, it leaves a fingerprint.
Oh, okay.
How do I know this? Oh, goodness me. So what we're going to do, I'm going to cut this really wonky, okay, because in the instructions, that fan, in the instructions, we tell you to feed it through the machine with the manufactured cut line forward. So if I've done this, then I know when I place it on there, like so, then I know that's the way I'm going to feed it in. So I'm going to pop that into, come back out now, pop that into my sandwich like so. And I'm just waiting for my machine to warm up. So it has a red light on it at the moment. It takes about 3 minutes for it to heat up. The light will then go green, blowing up a storm in here. All of a sudden the fan's blowing everything off the table. There we go. I've gone green now. So I'm going to come forward a little bit so we can see. It also has a release button on it as well, which we demonstrated perfectly during the 10 o'clock show.
Yeah.
When you're feeding it through, it's going between two heated rollers. It's like a mangle. And if you start off, for example, with the design in the middle, this, if I went this way here, okay, this is really floppy and loose. So as it goes in, it could start to wrap around the roller.
Right.
So on the back here, you've got this release button. So what you do, it tells you in the instructions with the laminator, is that if it's not coming out the other side, then it's being swallowed up by the laminator. So leave the laminator on, move the lever to the left, and then slowly pull out whatever you put in there. Okay. When it's completely clear, you just release that and then carry on as normal.
Perfect.
Okay. So I brought it on myself this morning, didn't I? I said, I wish it would do it so I could show you what to do. And then the third time it did it, didn't it?
It did it, yeah.
So I have a habit of putting my hand here. I'm holding the carrier sheets taut, so it's not just flopping. Okay, and as soon as it starts to come through, then I'll move my hand and then let the process happen.
So when you go to put it in, does it automatically kind of draw it in itself? There's
Yes.
nothing you need to press?
No,
okay.
Because while that's on, those rollers are moving constantly to keep the temperature regulated, I suppose.
Okay.
So then, I had a smaller bit earlier for smaller pieces of artwork, so it's quicker to go through. Okay. Come on. See, I'm impatient. But I've learned to be patient because I do groovy.
That's right, yeah. You can't be an impatient groover.
No, absolutely not. Okay. And the thing is, you want to pull it, but no, you've just got to let it do the process.
There we go.
Okay. And now we'll have the reveal. So I'll take that out of there. I'm going to pop that over there with a pair of scissors on. Okay, let's come in on that one, I reckon. So then all we're going to do is take this, and then as we pull away, you've then got... It blows me away every single time when you look at the quality of the foiling. Okay, now you can see here I've got waste. Okay, so normally we would throw this away, or we would use the bits for, as I say, for dry foiling.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to give Jazz that to hold because so it doesn't blow.
Okay.
And if I take this now, look at that. I'm going to come in on this camera so you can really, I mean, look.
Wow, look.
So you can now take your inks and brushes, change the color of it. If you enjoy coloring in, you could, especially the doodleology ones.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You can go in with your pens and your pencils. I would suggest if you're going to do coloring, it doesn't matter either way, but I've always done the foiling first and then colored, because then the foiling acts as like a little bit of a resist. But so you can chop these up. I mean, let me come in on this camera. I'm going to bring the heart up. Where am I going? I haven't done it this way for a while. So if I'm going to see how close I can come up. This way. Keep still. Is it going to... Might be too much for it to focus. Yeah, no, it's too much. I wanted to try... I wonder whether I'm going to try and zoom in manually. So it may go a little bit jardery. So I want to see if I can pick up the detail on that heart. Look at that.
There you go. Wow.
And that's my thumb. Okay, so that shows you how fine a detail it is. And look, it's just... I'm going to try. Look at that. Isn't that crazy?
I know, I know.
So let's zoom back out on that now. So now you've got these lovely little toppers. So for example, this was from one of the other kits. So that was the magpies that I did in the silver.
Lovely.
Okay. Use their lovely rub-ons.
Oh yeah,
across the bottom.
Very nice. On there.
Now we've got that, but then there was the waste, wasn't there? That we spoke about. This is the waste. Okay.
It looks so good.
So if I take back from Jazz the waste that we had earlier, if I pop those to one side over there, I'm going to pop that one over there. What I'm going to do now, I just want to foil half of it. So let's do that. I'll pop that over there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to transfer this onto a piece of the laser flooded paper. Okay, so I happen to have a bit here. So this is from one of the kits. That is going to go on there. Okay, now because I've just cut around it, I've forgotten where my straight edge is. But this is my manufacturer's straight edge because it's all wonky around here.
Oh yeah.
So what I've also done, I've taken a smaller piece of the paper. I'm going to pop that in there. So I know I'm going to feed that into my machine in this direction. Okay. So we feed that in, starts to take it. Hand automatically now goes on top. I mean, it is warm on top. It does have an automatic cut off if it isn't used for a period of time. There we go, it's coming out now. So you could have a session of just foiling everything, because I tell you, when you start using it and you start foiling, what else? Gilly said, I better not stand still, you'll be foiling me. I'm like, no, you're safe. Unless you're made of toner ink, then you won't be foiled. Okay. So let's pop that to one side. Okay. So now This is why the carrier sheets really come into play, because you can see how the colour, I'm going to come in close on this, has transferred to the carrier sheet. Now, when we were doing testing on this, before we sourced the carrier sheets, we were using copy paper. So when you put the copy paper on to protect the foil, what happened was, if it was like this, where the colour was exposed, the copy paper stuck like crazy to this. And so what you had to, it wouldn't come off. It was literally, the toner had melted into the copy paper. So your lovely artwork was hidden behind, but you couldn't get to it. So that's why we had to source, I say we, Dave, had to source these carrier sheets. So now here you can see you've got this lovely, I'm going to pop that to one side. I'm going to come in close for this one. So we mentioned this there. Can you see how you've got that lovely, super smooth sheen to it?
Yes.
Okay. That's because the carrier sheet is still on top.
Right.
Okay. So you've got choices. You can leave that on there so you get that super polished finish. However, if you take your now and you pull away, then what you're going to get now is a different version of it, if that's what I mean. Because what it's doing, it's allowing some of the colour from underneath. What I'm going to try and do, I tried to do this there, I didn't think of using a pair of scissors, as you do. So if I just cut half of this off, I want to see if I can get a comparison. So I don't know whether we will see. If I try it on this camera, you might be able to see it.
Yeah,
you can, can't you? So this half here, can you see it looks a little bit more gritty?
Yes.
Whereas on this side, it's smooth. And you can see, where am I going? You can see that there is a slight difference in it, can't you?
Yeah, you can.
I mean, you've still got that lovely reflectiveness, but this side here is a little bit more gritty, and this one here is smoother. Okay, so you do have choices, but you just need to, if you're going to do it, you do all of it. And that means that what you're throwing away is that to get your piece of artwork. Okay. So I'm going to let Jazz have a go now before I forget. So do you want to do a BOW-WOB?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, definitely.
Right. Okay. So I will let you. We'll stick with the gold.
Okay.
Because you like the gold. So let's have a look. We'll go on the. So you can decide. Let's zoom out on this. I think I know which one Jazz will go for. So you got best wishes. You got the lovely leafy one. You got the stars, or you've got like a little Japanese reef. Which one are you going to go for?
Can I go leafy?
Oh, this one here.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
And then we're going to transfer the waste as well. So which colour? We're going gold, or do you want to go silver?
No, let's take gold.
Gold. Okay.
Let's go for that lovely kind of burgundy on
Burgundy,
the top. Yeah,
right.
with the gold look gorgeous.
Okay, so we've got all our bits and pieces together. Okay, like so. And then we'll take some foil. So it's wrapped around a really solid piece of chipboard, grey board. So it keeps it nice and protected. There. So I've just cut that for you. So I'm going to move out the way. There is your carrier sheet. Let's get rid of that. So I'm going to hand over to Jazz. You have to hold on to it, but just careful with your fingers.
Oh, yes. Okay.
On there. Right.
Right. Okay. Swap.
Swap.
Right.
It's just blowing everywhere.
Everything's blowing everywhere. Okay. So I'm going to lift.
Yeah.
Up here. Now, I need my BOW-WOB paper.
Yeah.
Whee! And I'm going to place my foil on top.
Yes.
This way. This way.
Shiny side up.
Shiny side up.
Shiny side.
Oh, I haven't been paying attention, have I?
Let me zoom out a little so we can see what you're doing. There we go. Shiny side up.
Shiny side up. And I'm going to fold it. But I'm going to place it near the top, aren't I?
You are. Yeah.
And that's the manufacturer side up as well.
It is.
Okay, good.
I have been listening. But they do come with instructions, so if you forget, then it's in there. There we go.
Okay, so now I'll bring the laminator over.
Just get rid of that bit of waste.
Thank you.
There we go.
Okay. So
you've only done this once before, haven't you? During the process of testing.
So I haven't had a proper play yet.
And that was quite a few months. It was about a month before the open days, wasn't it?
Yes, that's
yeah,
right.
Look, you got the knack. It didn't,
there we go. I was getting a bit nervous then.
So was I. So, and then it is that process now that once it starts to come through, you're fine.
Yeah.
So, and then all it's going to do is now just do that heat transfer. And for me, it's when you do sort of like the reveal. I'm just going to tilt this fan upwards a little bit, see if I can tilt it.
Yeah, good idea.
Won't go any.
I think you can reduce the power of it as well. Maybe we should turn it down.
Or what I could do is, no, I won't do that. Oh, wait, does that? Yeah, let's turn it down a bit.
Almost there.
Almost there.
Oh, I am very tempted. I want to pull it out.
But don't. There we go. Right.
Okay. Pop this to one side.
There we go.
Okay. Oh, the exciting part. Okay.
Dum dum dum. Drum roll.
Okay. Right. Everyone sit. Oh, my face looks horrible in that reflection.
But look at that. Wow. Okay. I need to come in close on this. We're going to come inside. Look at that.
Look
at the magic.
Goodness.
So you've now got what you would normally use a hot foiling system for, where you're transferring the foil onto black line art.
Yes.
Okay, so that's what you would normally do. But this is where Barb said, but look, static. Look at this. What do we do with that? And it's so thin and flimsy.
It is.
There's no way that you could stick that successfully to use it.
No.
Because it is literally, I mean, you can see, like, it is just,
you wouldn't be able to glue it or anything. No.
We did think about using the adhesive sheets, adhesive sheets.
Yes.
But they are super, super sticky.
Okay.
And once that was down on there, if that wasn't smooth, let me just zoom out so it's trying to focus. You would just give up. You'd just say, oh, I'm not even going to bother in front. So this is where the process of using the solid color sheets to then transfer the waste to use in a piece of artwork.
Lovely.
Okay, so you can do that one now.
Okay. So
I'll give you your carrier sheet back.
Oh yes, thank you.
So open up like so.
Shiny side up again.
Yep.
Lovely.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. I took that for granted that it was shiny side up. But it does need, because what it's doing with the shiny side up, you would think, oh, if I'm transferring the gold, it's got to be face down. I apologize for that. Yeah. But you have the shiny side because it's the back, which, I mean, it's not sticky, but that's what the toner holds on to.
Okay.
So yeah, no, that was a really good point. I forgot about that completely because I just do it automatically.
That's it.
I mean, it is in all the instructions as well anyway. So if you think, oh, which way am I doing it? So then we'll bring that in. There we go.
There we go. Thank you.
So now this time, because you're using paper, this is the time it's more likely to wrap.
Okay.
When you're doing it on the card has got a little bit of rigidity to it.
Yeah.
So it's less likely if you're using the card toppers that it will wrap. I'm not saying it won't, but when it's paper, that's where you just need to pay a little bit more close attention to it.
So I'm just
don't be scared.
Gentle, a bit scared now.
So let it take it. But then if you hold it,
hold it tight like that.
Yeah, you're sort of just putting it so it's not floppy.
Okay.
So to speak. And as long as you always keep it up towards the top, there we go, you're safe.
Yay.
You keep it up towards the top of where you've sealed it, then it definitely helps to prevent that from happening.
Yeah, okay.
Grace has said, well done, Jazz.
Thanks, Grace.
So, but this is the process. No, Grace says we don't need it to be floppy because it's no good floppy. Okay, I dread to think what's going on in the chat. I'm glad we're not in the room, actually.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you're doing half the size of this, as I said earlier, you can take a piece of you can take a carrier sheet, you can fold it in half, and obviously half the size is going to go through half the length of time you're having to wait.
Yeah, true. Almost there. There we
Drum
go.
roll. There we go. Move the laminator out the way.
Right.
So
let's have a look. Oh, I always forget it's stick. Look at that.
Okay. So now you've got to decide whether you want it super, super shiny like that.
Okay.
Or if you want it to be, gritty is, I think, a nice way of describing it.
Yes.
I wouldn't say it's grungy. I think it's just gritty.
I think because it's leafy, we should try the gritty, shall we? To give it more natural look. God, it's so easy to do. Considering you can't see it.
No.
I know. Satisfying as well to do.
So look at that. I mean,
look
at that on there.
Aren't they really just Christmassy colours, those two as well, aren't they?
Yeah. I mean, and it is just a leafy background, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, and when you chop it up and you use it in different ways, so for example, where I did this one, see, this is one of my favourite ones.
Love
where I
one.
did that one. So we've got a question from Lindsay via Gracie. Are the carrier sheets going to be available to purchase separately? And also the laser flooded papers? Yeah, so we're working on putting sort of like a kit together to make it cost effective, not only obviously when we're manufacturing it and the labor, but obviously for you at home as well. So at this point in time, the only way we can get them is in the kits, but because the carrier sheets, you will definitely use, I mean, I used 4 of these all day at the open days.
Okay.
So just one of these folded twice, and I used that for, so I used half the pack, and I was foiling. But then the day before, I went through all 8.
Right.
So I don't know why that happened, but it is, so we will have other stuff available. How often can you use the carrier sheet? It's one of those questions. I wouldn't say to you, you use it 10 times and then you throw it away. As I said, I used it all day or for half a day, 2 pieces like this. The key thing is to try and keep it as flat as possible. Because as soon as it starts to get any creases in it, then those creases can potentially transfer, especially when you're working with the paper. What I haven't tried to do is, if it goes really, really creasy, maybe a dry iron maybe try. I haven't tried that because I've just got more in my pack to use. So that could be, maybe I'll give that a go. Because that could be a way around it if it goes really, really creasy. If you took a dry iron, I'd put a piece of copy paper on top before you iron it, only because it has that red print on it, and you don't really want to transfer that to your iron. Otherwise, you'll be coming to me, Paul said, disclaimer, make sure you put a piece of copy paper on top if you want to try that option. But we will make kits available in the coming future with carrier sheets, with colour floods. And well, she's got this whole palette of colours. She prints all these off. What about this one? What about that one? And some colours, because there was a lovely colour we were going to put in the Jayne Nestorenko collection. I said, oh yeah, that's really good. And it didn't work so well.
No.
Do you remember when I did the BOW-WOB papers? It really didn't like the colour. You couldn't. You lost all the detail. So we don't just go, oh, let's go for that colour. We have to test it. And there was a colour that I thought would work beautifully. It was that lovely sort of light blue for the agapantha, wasn't it?
Yes.
And it just didn't work at all.
No.
Didn't like it. So, okay, that's that. That's that. Right, die cutting. Okay, because we had this question earlier on. Now, if you want to, I'm going to show you how to use it with our fresh cut dies. Okay, it's the easiest way of doing it. So if I reach over and bring this in. So let's have a look at this. So this is our Chinese lantern fresh cut die. Okay, So what I did was I took a piece of solid colour, like so. I put a piece of foil on top, run it through so that it's stuck to the paper, because this is quite flimsy. If you want to die cut there, I haven't tried it yet, but if you want to just die cut that, especially intricate dies, you'll probably need a stabilizer, like some copy paper either side sort of thing. But then you've still got to stick it down. So to me, it made sense to, well, does it make sense? That if I did this, foiled it and then die cut it. But all this gives you is a silver piece of paper. Okay. So when you die cut this, for example, all these bits in here just fall away.
Yeah.
And it's a waste.
Yeah.
Okay. So what you need to do first is die cut your color flooded paper.
Okay.
Okay. So once we've done that, so if I take that, where's my half carrier sheet? So if I take my half carrier sheet, I'm going to take my die cut piece of color flood, and I've got my foil, and I'm just going to pop that on there. And I know this is my straight edge because the other three are all wonky, like so. Pop that on there. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring in the laminator. So we zoom out to number 1, Jazz.
Just press number 1?
Number 1, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to pop that through like so. Make sure it takes it, which it is. Ooh. Put my hand there. Also, this is going to be the one where it's going to hat. I know it is. No.
No.
No. Okay. So what we're doing first is we've die cut the color flooded paper, and we're now foiling it.
Okay.
Okay. So logically, you would think, okay, well, what that's going to do is then transfer the foil only to where there's color.
Yes.
Yeah, which is what we've been doing with everything else. So now, if you press number 2.
Number 2.
A little bit more. There we go.
There we go.
So now, if I take this off like so, I can peel this back. But can you see what I've got?
Oh, you've got a transfer.
I've got the waste.
Yeah.
Haven't I? I've got the waste.
Wow.
Okay.
But also, just seeing that really dark coloured paper go to that silver.
Yeah.
That's really quite incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter what colour you do when you do the die cutting.
Yeah.
You just need to be able to die cut on the laser colour flooded paper.
Yes.
Okay. So this, there's no waste. There's no, I mean, I had my waste when I did the die cutting, but I'm not really going to use those. So that now gives me a lovely foiled. And if I've got scraps of the foil, I could just put scraps of foil over. Be a bit more difficult on this because you won't be able to get it all off and line up in one piece.
Yeah.
But if you just wanted to just do it and just use up your scraps, okay. So that's one piece. But now I've got my waste. So this, I'm going to take a piece of the green that I just had to hand. That's going to go on like so. Just going to press that down, try and take as many creases out as I can. Now, where's my cut edge is here, like so. Bring my laminator back in. Oops, can we go to number 1, Jazz?
Yeah.
Zoom out on that one. There we go. So that's now going to run through. So if you foil the piece of paper and then die cut, you're going to get one piece of artwork from it. If you die cut the color paper first, then foil it, you're then going to get 2 pieces of artwork.
Absolutely.
So this is sort of like a trapping the scrap, but with foil.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And a lot easier.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, the way Barb traps the scrap is easy compared to how it would have been done traditionally.
Yeah.
But now, so if I open this up,
Look at that.
So now I've got that. So I think because of this style, I'm going to take the front cover off to give it that gritty look to it. Can we zoom in on number 2 on that one? There we go. So now I've got that one.
Yeah.
And then I've got that one. So again, I've got 2 for 1.
Oh,
1 piece of foil, 2 bits of artwork.
so cool.
And that's exactly what I got with that.
Oh, I love that blue with the silver.
It's
That's
nice,
gorgeous.
isn't it? So yeah, so I mean, but it does need to be on the colour flood.
Okay.
And I definitely took off the cover sheet on that because it's more of a gritty look to it.
Yeah.
So that was a question we got asked this morning about die cutting. If you were going to die cut it, just on the foil on its own, you would definitely need some form of stabilizer just to, especially if it's a really detailed die.
Yes.
So for example, we've got our lovely lace frames.
Yeah.
They're so detailed. I personally wouldn't cut the foil and then try and transfer it onto the paper. I would transfer it onto the paper first.
Okay.
Or do the die cutting first on the paper and then put the foil on top, just like I did there.
Got you.
Because then you'll get the positive and the negative on that one as well.
Why not?
So die cut, then foil, you'll then get 2 for 1.
Lovely.
Okay.
Okay.
So what else was we going to show? What else? We haven't looked at.
What
We looked
else?
at the lovely Janice's
we
morning, didn't we?
Yeah.
So they're also on the show page as well, where we foiled that.
We looked at the pinky grey botanical cards.
That's still my go-to. I mean, looks like a mess that's gone off in this. This for me is still a real. I love this. I could just buy packs of these and just do this.
I know. Look.
It's just.
One thing about these as well, Paul, could you pass me the piece, the BOW-WOB that I've just done?
Yeah.
Is you can rub your finger on it, and I mean, it's hot in here. You know, I've got kind of sticky hands, and this is not moving, it's not transferring, and we've only just cut that as well, you know. And
also, that's a good point to mention. If you stand there and look at that, Jazz, let me just go behind the scenes. And I'm going to grab an ink pad.
Ah, good idea.
Because you can change the colour of it, can't you?
Yes, that's right.
So you can either use stencil brushes or just for speed, I'm going to take a spot-on sponge. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't, it's literally.
Really, really good.
So what I need, what's this? This one. Where that's come from, just a bit of copy paper. So I've taken a spot-on sponge with an ink pad. Okay, so I can now go on like so. And you're thinking, yeah, okay, whatever. If you want sort of like a solid colour underneath, then the spot-on sponge will definitely do that for you. If you want a softer look, then use your stencil brushes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just doing this so we can see it on the overhead. But when you look at that, all of a sudden what it does is it dulls the gold.
Yeah.
Okay, so all you need to do is take a tissue or some kitchen towel and you buff it back up and it brings the shine back.
Oh, yeah, look.
To where, so you've got no, so now all of a sudden you can change the color. So you could do stripes of color on there. So all of those you can change when you're using the BOW-WOB papers where you've got white revealed. So for example, where are the ones, I don't know where they are now. Loads of them.
What are you looking for?
I had all the backing papers. I had a stack of the BOW-WOB papers. I brought them in.
I have seen them.
Oh, here they are. They're hiding.
They've been blown away.
No, we hid them with something heavy. So, for example, I mean, like this here, this is where it's been transferred onto the car. So you can't do anything to that at all. Okay. But when you've got white like this, you can change the white to whatever colour you want. Can't do anything on that one. So now all of a sudden these butterflies, you could just put different colours, just solid colour. You could do that one in red, as long as you're careful. Do that one in red, you can do that one in green or whatever.
There's lovely pastel colours.
Yeah,
silver.
and then with these ones, I would, now for that, because there's a lot of white, I would definitely use a stencil brush to do a lovely sort of gradient colour in the background on that. So don't forget, you can take your ink pads and you can take all of that and your brushes. Anywhere there's white left over, you can add colour to.
Yeah.
The little if you want to cut out those little butterflies once you've formed them.
Oh, yes.
All of those, you could cut all of those out if you really like your cutting out. And then they're little embellishments, aren't they?
They are, yes.
I mean, you could even do it on those, but for me, they just make lovely sort of backing. Wherever I put those ones I did earlier. But yeah, I mean, just use, let me do on this one. I mean, look, just a little bit of it. That's a tiny little bit of that BOW-WOB paper.
Lovely.
On there.
And that agapanthus as well, the way we've kind of laid out the designs, have we got one of the
BOW-WOBs?
No, the
toppers.
The one you got in your hand. Oh, that's it.
That's it.
That's the one. So the way we kind of have laid them out for you is, so you've got this cutting edge, haven't you?
Yes.
And we've put them directly in the middle of each shape, so it can be an instant topper.
Yeah, absolutely. So when you look at this one here, as Jazz has said, so you cut that down first, then you cut that one up, then you cut that one up. So you're just, so there's that little one there.
You've just cut it out using the lines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this one here, this little one, is on my storage box.
Yeah.
Because for me, the agapanther was Jayne. I mean, I could have bought a butterfly, but that agapanther is definitely Jayne.
Yes, definitely.
Nestorenko in that.
Gorgeous.
So, wow, I can't believe where the hour's gone already. In fact, it's absolutely melting.
It's boiling in here.
So we've got the windows open, the two fans going. So thank you for your company as always. I hope you've enjoyed that. Don't forget, if you missed the 10 o'clock show, you can always go back to our catch up and craft section on the website, or you can go to the Clarity Crafts YouTube page and go back and watch every single thing that we've done on our Clarity Social TV, in the Shack, Groovy Tuesday, YouTube Tuesday that Barb did back in the day.
Yes,
there's hours and hours and hours and hours of free education on there, basically. So thank you to Jazz for joining me to keep me company for these 2 hours, and obviously Grace all the way over in New York. We're back with you. Jazz and I are going to get together again on Monday.
Yes.
Just at 2 o'clock. So it'll be Monday at 2 o'clock. Tuesday is Groovy Tuesday at 10 with Louise.
Yeah.
And then I'll be back with Louise in the afternoon. And then on Friday, the lovely Deborah Wheeler will be joining us.
Oh, yeah. Is that time of the
month
month already?
It is indeed. It sure flies by.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's to keep you occupied. And I might do a couple of things in between. I haven't decided yet. Depends what the weather's like and how warm it is in the studio. So thank you, as always, for your company. I hope you've enjoyed that. Gracie, thank you very much. And enjoy the rest of your weekend, wherever you are, whatever the weather. And just try and stay nice and cool and calm. Take care now. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.